to border with Mexico. Hello to you all, this is Oromia Broadcasting Network News. I'm Thomas Kamulato with the latest story of the hour. Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed on Tuesday arrived in Germany on the second leg of his 3-cities Europe tour. The Prime Minister is expected. He was received by Germany Chancellor Angela Merkel. The Prime Minister is expected to have bilateral discussion with Merkel shortly. The Premier will address 25,000 Ethiopians drawn from different European countries in Frankfurt tomorrow. Moreover, he will attend the second edition of the Compact with Africa CWA meeting scheduled to take place later today. At least 12 African heads of states will also attend the event. The Compact with Africa was initiated under the German G20 presidency to promote private investment in Africa, including infrastructure. The initiative is demand-driven and open to all African countries. Since its launch in 2017, the CWA has sparked great interest. So far, 11 African countries have joined the initiative: Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, Egypt, Ethiopia, Ghana, Guinea, Morocco, Rwanda, Senegal, Togo, and Tunisia. The Premier has started his Germany's visit. FBC website reported. French President Emmanuel Macron reaffirms Ethiopia reform to continue support for the ongoing sweeping reforms in Ethiopia. Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed and President Emmanuel Macron have discussed on ways of enhancing the bilateral cooperation between Ethiopia and France in Paris. Let Teresa has more from Minas File.
ለቅርስና ለእምነት ያላቸውን ወዳጅነት እንዲያሳዩ ላቀረብኩላቸው ጥያቄ ክቡር ፕሬዝዳንት ፖዚቲቭ ምላሽ ሰጥተዋል። በዚሁ አጋጣሚ ላመሰግናቸው እወዳለሁ።
In a joint declaration issued by Prime Minister Abiy and President Macron, the two leaders have agreed to cooperate in a wide range of issues. On the occasion, Premier Abiy indicated that the two countries have long-standing strong relations and Ethiopia desires to further strengthen ties with France. Abiy said he expects Macron to play a key role in peacemaking efforts between neighboring Eritrea and Djibouti, which have agreed last month to normalize ties a decade after a border standoff that led to a brief military conflict. He also vowed to tackle the violence gripping Ethiopia, saying it would be resolved through greater peace building in the whole country.
We also discussed the ways of strengthening democracy, development and peace. We have also agreed to modernize our defense force and capacity building. Regarding economy, they plan to spend more than 100,000 million euro to modernize our airline, strengthening our ties.
The communal conflicts cannot undo the reform agenda, he added, arguing that economic reforms would help end the violence by bringing greater prosperity. The reform process is contributing to greater peace in the country, Abiy said. Macron and Abiy also pledged to increase cultural cooperation, especially on World Heritage sites such as rock-hewn churches of Lalibela. Abiy said France will contribute to the maintenance and renovation of the site.
We began our Europe visit from France. We discussed with President Emmanuel Macron. We agreed that Ethiopia will further strengthen historical, cultural and religious relations with France.
President Macron offered all my support and that of France in reforming Ethiopia and in calming domestic tensions, telling Abiy at the press conference in Paris. He added that the political, economic, social and cultural transformation that the Abiy leadership is in the process of carrying out and committed to Ethiopia is unprecedented. France welcomed the rapprochement between Ethiopia and Eritrea. Both countries pledged to continue their efforts in order to promote peace and prosperity in the region. Ethiopia's new leader chose a courageous path. Will stand by his side, Macron reaffirmed at a news conference. Macron announced he will visit Ethiopia in March.
Head of the European Union delegation to Ethiopia, Ambassador Johan Bergström, said Ethiopia is eagerly awaiting for Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed to better understanding his reform strategies. The ambassador has appreciated the current changes taking place in Ethiopia. Mukhtar Ajil, more on this.
Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Dr. Abiy Ahmed, who has been known for his political reform at home and mutual diplomatic relationship with neighboring and Western countries, has headed to Europe for his first visits of the continent. The Premier has made historical diplomatic ties with the countries in Middle East and America over the past 6 months. The Ethiopia's government delegation, headed by the Premier, has arrived in Paris as per the invitation from President Emmanuel Macron of France and the Chancellor of Germany, Angela Merkel. Head of European Union delegation to Ethiopia, Ambassador Johan Bergström, said Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed is making an extraordinary reforms and changes in the region.
Incredibly important what Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed is doing, and let's remember that he first started out reaching out in the region to the neighboring countries. Of course, also in Europe there is great awareness of his very bold initiatives when it comes to peace taken with Eritrea. I think when you look at what he's doing now, it's something we really truly welcome, of course, on part of the European Union delegation.
Ambassador Johan Bergström said the European Union will be by the side of the Dr. Abiy's reform plan.
Both a very warm welcome that the Prime Minister gave for the visiting Italian Prime Minister, but now even more on his first visit to Europe, where he will meet with President Macron of France and Chancellor Angela Merkel of Germany. What I know is also that there is great enthusiasm in Europe for finding out more about the Prime Minister's intentions to reform Ethiopia.
According to Ambassador Johan Bergström, European Union has supported the reform activities done by the Premier over the last some months. He said European leaders have been eagerly following the stand of Dr. Abiy to understand it more for better achievement and support. Upon arriving in Paris, Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed has been welcomed by high government officials of France. The Premier has also been warmly received by Ethiopians in Paris.
Ethiopia and Kenya are said to complete East Africa's first high-voltage direct current power line. The Ethiopia and Kenya power interconnector was conceived in 2006 when Ethiopia and Kenya signed a memorandum of understanding that allowed for the establishment of the power interconnection system between the two countries. The Ethiopia and Kenya power interconnector is partitioned into 4 lots and undertaken by consortium of contractors made up of Germany's Siemens for the converter station, KEC International of India, Larsen and Turbo of India, and Kapataru Power Transmission of India. The African Development Bank is funding the project jointly with French Development Agency, the World Bank, and the government of Kenya. Upon its completion, the project is expected to generate investment opportunity in electricity infrastructure and also give rise to development of other related industries. Ethiopia is endowed with huge hydroelectric generation potential, which is estimated at approximately 45,000 megawatts. World Bank expected the project to be completed by June 30, 2019. FBC website reported. Adama Town administration has created job opportunity for more than 2,006 jobless youths of the town. Leta Teresa reports.
Adama Town Administration said that it created job opportunity for jobless youth, including 537 Oromos displaced from Somali regional state. The town administration has provided them sheds that serve them to work on construction, shopping, and service provision. The people who got the chance expressed their happiness. They also told Oben that they are ready to work hard to improve their life standard. We have an interest to develop our town and country. The town administration should support us, she said. The town administration has also transferred mining fields for youth who are organized on mining.
We, the youth who are organized on this work, we will work hard to develop our country and bring the desired changes.
Head of the Adama Town Job Creation and Food Security Office, Seleshi Gode, said the office has engaged more than 2,000 jobless people.
Among the jobs created for the youth include 537 Oromo displaced from the Somali regional state.
Mayor of the town, Masfin Asafa, for his part, underscored that the town administration has finalized the necessary precondition to create new jobs for 5,000 job seekers within a short period of time.
Construction Lafuka hunda amma danda'ameen jalqabnee jirra kana immoo bal'inaan itti fufnee deemna nama 5,000 torban lamaan keessatti hin galchine.